Hi guys, I just wanted to give you a little video to help you with your graphing of linear equations from slope-intercept form. So when you take a look at number 3, you see that it's written in slope-intercept form. This one right here is the y-intercept. That's the initial point that you're going to plot. This is actually the point 0, 1. And you actually just point that. So your first point is always going to be on the y-axis. So right there is going to be your point. Okay, so that's your initial point. Then you take a look at this area over here. This area over here tells you your slope. But as you can see, there's not a number there. So as we had talked about while we were in class, if you have an x but you don't have a coefficient in front of it, that means you could always place the number 1 because it's similar to if I said I have a dog. I don't have to tell you I have one dog. If I say I have a dog, you know that it's 1. So this right here we can assume is a 1 in front of it, okay? Now remember, slope has to be written as a fraction because we have the rise, and that is up and down the y-axis. And then we have on the bottom of it, we obviously have the run. And remember, we run always to the right. We run to the right. So it's 3 R's: rise, run, right. So with this particular example, it's 1 over 1. So we go up 1 over 1, and our second point would be there. Then we go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and there's our line. Now, if we want to go backwards, we just reverse the slope. Instead of going up 1, we go down 1. Instead of running to the right 1, we run to the left. So indeed, this is the way it's going to look. All righty. And then we could create our line. I'm not going to do that because I know I'm going to make a complete mess of it. So I'm not going to do that for you. All right, let's take a look at number 4. All right, so again, here is our y-intercept. Now look what I just did. I took the symbol in front of the 4. So that means we come down and we put our first point on -4, okay? Now, this is a positive slope because there's not a negative sign. So this means we're going up 4 and we're running to the right. Remember, right is always right. We're running to the right 3 and we're running up 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. There we go. There's our second point. Now we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, run to the right, and there we are. Alrighty, and then we just connect those dots to form a line. Alrighty, let's take a look at this one. This one, number 6. Everybody go to number 6. It's a little different. What do you notice? We don't have that x variable there. So that means that our slope is 0. They've just completely taken it out, and all we know that y is 4. So if we take a look at this y-axis, we know that y is 4. So I could still plot that y-intercept right there. And now we know that if we have a 0 slope, then it's going to be flat. There is no slope. And therefore, all the y values, that's what we know, are going to be 4. So it's a horizontal line right here. And then we would just then create our line across. Now, in the same breath, if it said x equals 2, that's also very different. This situation is completely different from slope-intercept. We don't have a b, we don't have an mx. All we know is x is 2. So if you look down at this x-axis, we know that right here is 2. That's what we know. Right there is 2. And that's all we know, is that all the points have a value of 2 for their x. So therefore, we can create a vertical line where x is 2. Now, the reason why it doesn't have the same slope formula is because it's an undefined slope. That means we don't have a slope there. You can't walk up that line. You're not going to ski or sled ride down that line, right? And we obviously don't have a y-intercept because it's parallel. So I hope this helps you with your homework this week. So y is going to be a horizontal, this is going to be horizontal, and this is always going to be vertical, okay? Now, this right here is perfect because it is in a fraction form, the rise over the run. When you have something like this, you have to go ahead and make it into a fraction. And remember, any whole number can become a fraction if you just put 1 as the denominator. So in this particular case, we have -3 over 1, which means you are going down 3. And you still run to the right. Remember, guys, right is always right. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps.